Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're in the Ford Crown Victoria, and as you see, the check engine light is on. That's partly my fault. I was doing the engine cleaning and I probably soaked it with a little too much water. So right now I'm running to the store. I got to get a socket to fit the coil packs. I believe I got a little water down in there, so I need to remove the coil pack, spray it out with some air. We should be right back to normal. Now, I have done several engine cleanings on different Ford Crown Victorias. This time, it's just, it's the water, man. So, gotta do that. And next time I know, be a little more gentle around the coil pack area. That way you don't have this issue. But other than that, the car, I mean, it's running fine. It's not, earlier it was misfiring. Like yesterday, I just parked it overnight. I said, I'll deal with it this morning. The sun is out. So right now it's actually running better than it was yesterday. I guess some of the water dried up, but I still need to pull those coil packs. Not a hard job, pretty simple. Just gotta have the right tools, and then I can have it back running at A1. Probably saying, well, what happened this time than the other times? So what I'm guessing is the coil packs on here are probably older coil packs. So they allowed the water to seep around and seep down into the spark plug area. So that's more than likely what happened. Because on the other Crown Vics, when I used a pressure washer, and I never had this issue before. So it's probably more likely going to be the coil packs themselves. The boot that's on there, they get old. It may have a rip in it or something, and allowed the water to drip down in there. So that's the only thing that I can think of, because I didn't use a high pressure hose or anything like that. So, and I mean, I done several Crown Victorias, the same engine, never had this issue. So yeah. Doing the engine clean, typically I leave the engine off, because you definitely don't want to suck any water into the engine. It'll hydrolock it. So I always have the engine off. And then what I do is after I get done cleaning it, I don't start it right away. I might wait 10, 15 minutes before I start the vehicle. So that way most of the water done drip down or, done ran off the engine before you start it. You don't have to worry about sucking any water into the engine. So I'm going to take this battery cable off to reset the check engine light. This one I'm going ahead to get a socket that'll fit this. I believe it's the same size as the one on the coil packs. That screw right there, if you can see it. So I don't have any tools for that. So I'm gonna let that sit. And I come back and plug it back up. All right, something else I noticed with the Crown Victoria when I was driving yesterday, this is before I did any engine cleaning, the temperature, as you see right here, it doesn't want to go all the way up to the operating temperature. Now, it's a little chilly outside, but not chilly enough to where it shouldn't reach the operating temperature. So I'm guessing the thermostat is stuck open. It's not opening and closing like it should. It should allow the car to get up to the operating temperature and stay around there. So we might have to put a new thermostat in here. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. As long as it ain't stuck closed, right? But now we do need to get up to the operating temperature. The heat and everything works fine. It's not getting up to there. You see, this is where it's at. And I was on the interstate doing the speed limit, and it stayed right around there. I think it was like 50 degrees outside. So that's something I'm gonna have to look into as well. As you see, I'm sitting now, driving the car. It still haven't moved. I had a 97, and those, so on that year model, and like the 97, the 96, the 95s, they would the temperature gauge would fluctuate as you drive. So I was like, what? So I mean, it wouldn't go past it could go up, like normal would be this whole entire line right here would be normal. And so it can go past this symbol. I usually use the coolant symbol. As long as it don't go past that, that means we're not running hot. But sometimes on the 97, it would go right above that symbol, and then I would have to, and then you'll see it come back down, I guess, as the thermostat opens up or whatnot. So that was a little different there. Your model had the clutch fans, so they would keep the engine cool, but not as cool as the electric fans is on the newer models like this one here. All right, you see we riding just about up the temperature, about where it usually sits for the most part. No check engine light. I think we went a few miles so far. So I'll keep driving it. But other than that, the Misfire done fixed itself. The code was P0316, I believe it was. Yeah, P0316 was the code when it was plugged in. So right now it fixed itself. I did take the air compressor and blow like the air around the coil packs last night. Before I parked it, I let it run for about 15 minutes. And just let it sit overnight. So it must have only been a tad bit of water. And it may not have gotten down into the where the spark plugs are. It may just got the coil packs wet, you know, if the have any little cracks in the boots. And so just that little moisture in there could cause it to misfire. So other than that though, right now I haven't like put it under a heavy load. I've just been cruising it. I'm just gonna cruise it. So what I want to do is let the heat from the engine dry up any extra moisture under the hood. You know, once it get hot enough, any water sitting on top of the engine or anywhere under there, it's gonna dry out. So just gonna keep driving it, let it keep running, and today it should be fine. But other than that, it's running way better than it was yesterday. Yesterday you thought it had a cam in it. It was choppy. Misfire, so it had to been at least more. I know it was more than one coil pack. If it was only one, you'll get a misfire, but it won't be so aggressive. Yesterday it was super aggressive, so it had to been like at least 2 to 3 of them was misfiring. But when I plugged it in, it said P0316, so it was a misfire across the board on the first 1,000 revolutions of the engine. So other than that, thank you guys for tuning in and watching the channel. If anything changes, I will let you know. Leave a comment down below, and I will catch you on the next one.